Hola mi gente, hi everybody, welcome to another Sessions with Paola. So guys, today we're gonna get into the topic of consensual non-monogamy. Fun fact, during the pandemic, a lot of people actually started discussing opening up their relationship. And guys, remember that there's many types of consensual non-monogamy, open relationships, being non-monogamish, swingers, or polyamory. And today I'm gonna talk about three things: motivators, what are some agreements that are important to talk about, and jealousy, right? Because we have to expect the unexpected. There are feelings that are going to come up for both people that even though we're going to talk about some agreements, they may still come up. So guys, let's start with the motivators. There's this concept that women take care, men take charge. And let me expand that for you a little bit. I've seen presentations where in heterosexual relationships, the man is the one that wants to open up the relationship, and the woman, out of fear, because if I don't do it, maybe you're going to leave me. Okay, fine, let's open it. And guys, this is dangerous. The other presentation that I see is, especially in my culture, we're taught that men are just super sexual. And guys, I don't agree with this. I think women are just as sexual, but that's for another day. And so we assume that if I don't open up the relationship, or in order for me not to feel so much pressure sexually, I rather open up the relationship so that you can go be sexual with somebody else. Both presentations are not great. Of course, it is expected that one person is going to want to open up the relationship a little bit more than the other. And we can work through this. But when one person is totally not wanting to, and the only motivator is for the other, this is not a good place to start. There has to be something in it for both of you. Let's talk about agreements. I don't like to call them rules, guidelines, parameters, or agreements. So some of the things that I want you to think about: are there certain sexual activities that are just reserved for the primary relationship? Passionate kissing, oral sex, ejaculating inside of someone. Are there things that just belong to you and I? Going out on dates, communicating about emotions outside of the sexual encounter. You know what? It's really important is that the primary relationship feels like is the primary. Like we want to take care of it and we want to take care of it well. The other conversations that you need to have, conversations around safer sex. The reality is that when you open up the relationship, you have to really think about STIs and how do we feel as a couple that now we have to have those conversations. What are you going to do in order to practice safer sex? And what are you going to do in order to practice safer sex? Who do we come out to? Do we come out to close friends? Do we come out to family members? Unfortunately, guys, especially in my culture, we tend to judge things that we don't understand. Or sometimes if somebody says, oh, we opened up the relationship, my fear of hearing that, I may judge it. So be mindful of who you want to share these things with. Family members, friends, etc. Other conversations that you need to have is, how much do I really want to know about what you got going on? Do I want to know details about what you're doing with another partner? How much do you want to share? Is it important for me to know meaning versus details? And if something happens between you and this other partner, can I support you emotionally as you are moving through this, right? What does that look like? And can I be that for you? Last but not least, do I have the power to veto a partner choice? If there's something that this person brings up for me, can I tell you no? And are you going to be okay with that? Guys, it is important to talk about all this and really, increase the volume of the communication, which kind of takes me to talking a little bit about check-ins and communication. Because if you don't express what you feel without necessarily focus on the consequence or outcome, you may internalize, and one day you just explode. And when this happens, the other person may say, maybe we need to close the relationship. And that's okay if both of you want to close it. But if we do it impulsively because we don't want to deal with conflict, then that person may grow resentful long-term. And resentments, to me, silent resentments are the mold of the home. You don't really see them, but they're there. They are death by 1,000 cuts. It takes a long time, but they're going to grow with time. So make sure that communication and active listening come from a place of genuine curiosity. The last thing that I want to talk about, because people often ask, oh my God, but how do we deal with jealousy? There's this myth that I'm too jealous. Or what if you develop feelings for someone? So guys, jealousy is going to happen. Fun fact, the life expectancy of an emotion is 90 seconds unless you feed it. And I would say that this is really true with jealousy. Guys, if you see your partner flirting with someone else and you see this part of them kind of come out that hasn't come out with you in a really long time, there's something there that's going to come up for you. Explore it with yourself first. Express to your partner how you feel. When you notice that the jealousy starts to grow and you start to ruminate and obsess, and now you start to act on it, when you're acting on it, checking the phone, seeing how many times are you seeing that person? How many times are you seeing me? This is when it's really becoming an issue. So make sure that you talk about it. You may develop feelings for somebody else. I mean, guys, imagine if you're in a long-term relationship and all of a sudden you meet this person that's really interested in you, that's, inviting you to all these places and telling you all of these things, enticing your imagination, right? You're going to develop, there's something about this that is going to feel very enticing. So it's important to understand that those feelings will pass, right? But use your partner as someone that you can talk to about this with them. And remember, guys, that I wholeheartedly believe in preventative care. If you and your partner start to feel, I don't know, there's something about this that's not, we're getting stuck in this one issue, please seek out the help of a therapist that is seasoned and can work with open relationships. Unfortunately, not everybody is trained, and so they may come from a judgmental place. So make sure that the therapist can really understand how to help you and guide you through opening up your relationship. Thank you, everybody. And remember, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Sessions with Paola, and send me your questions. Send me your situation. I want to hear what you got going on in your home. Thank you so much y bienvenidos.